hoodie, and I saw him reach into his pocket. I don't know what was in his hand, but I'm telling you, it was a weapon. And he It's Red Cruz here, and welcome back to a new video on the channel, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's already Halloween, and I mean, like, man, it's almost about to be 2018 already. Oh my god. But before I even get started in this video, I just wanted to say happy Halloween, guys. Enjoy your Halloween. Be safe out there, because you know this world is crazy as right now. So this is like the time story when I was like back in middle school. This shit was like has to be the craziest shit ever, right? So back in middle school, you know, we got these cool friends that, you know, talk, and they always do stuff like that, you know, do stuff that they're not supposed to do. Everybody got friends like that, right? I was like that kind of guy back in middle school, but I just don't listen, right? And I just guess like this moment hella taught me a lesson. It's crazy that it happened to me, and I still have nightmares about that day, bro. So without further ado, go ahead and sit back and grab some popcorn if you guys want to hear my life story, because this is gonna be a breeze. So one day at school, you know, I'm sitting in the classroom and everybody's talking. You know, I start talking to my friends. You know, I pull my friend to the side. I'm like, yo, you know, we should hang out for Halloween, like, you know, do something fun instead of just, you know, going trick-or-treating. And back at the time when I was like in middle school, trick-or-treating was still the thing. I would still go trick-or-treating even though I was like 14 and shit. So every time I go trick-or-treating, it's like some old man would be like, you're too big to be not going trick-or-treating. But I really wouldn't care, because all I just wanted was the candy. We just sitting in class, right? And I just pull him to the side. I'm like, yo, we should hang out for Halloween instead of going trick-or-treating. Let's go bag snatching. Let's go snatch some kids' bags. My friends were like, oh yeah, so let's do this. So, you know, we all agreed to like go bag snatching and everything. And I just broke my lockpick. And one of my friends were actually like a little pussy to do it. I was down to do it, like, you know, I was down to do it at the time. But like when it was like about to go down, I quickly changed my mind, because I wasn't about that life, I'm telling you. I quickly changed my mind, and my whole friends started making fun of me, how much I was a pussy I was, how much all that, right? Come over to my house, and I'm just chilling. They come over, and they like, yo, you know, since you don't want to go bag snatching, since you want to be like a little bitch, what do you want to do now then? So I was like, you know, let's go do, you know, I was like a little plain kid at the time. I wanted to be show off and be cool. So I was like, you know what, let's go do ding dong ditching for Halloween. So I know that sounds boring as hell, but I mean, like, at the time it was lit, okay? It was lit at the time. So what we all did, well, after I said we should go ding dong ditching, I mean, like, everybody started laughing at me. Like, all my friends started laughing at me. Like, why would you want to go ding dong ditching? That's some pussy stuff. So you're a pussy for that. So I'm just like, okay, what do you guys want to do then? My Quincy was like, we should go nigga knocking. I didn't even know what nigga knocking was, so I agreed to it, trying to be cool. You know, I didn't want to be like, what's nigga knocking? Everybody started laughing at me anymore. So everybody was telling me I should do the first run, let everybody, you know, do my thing, and that I should do it first. But I didn't know what I was doing, so I wasn't really gonna do it. So I had to quickly make up an excuse. Like, so instead of embarrassing myself, I kind of came up with a good excuse. I was like, you know, like, since my dad is like right there, you know, I don't want to get in trouble, so I rather would not, you know. Quincy goes first, and he bangs on the door, right? And then like he runs off. Everybody start running. I'm still sitting still, wondering what the hell is going on. So everybody started taking off. So I'm just like, okay, so I should just follow along. So I start running along with them. So we just chilling, right? And then like after the nigga knocking went down, Quincy, he went over. He was like, yo, we should do it again. And at this time I was like, man, I just want to go home. I just want to get me some candy now, like go some trick-or-treating, do some oh shit, do some nice stuff, like, you know, some goody two-shoes stuff instead of doing all bad stuff. But I was so easily to get talked into things. He was like, I wanted to go home. I was like, you know, I'm kind of tired, so I want to go home. And he told me, he was like, oh, don't be no bitch, bro. If you be a bitch, bro, I'm gonna tell everybody at the school how much of a pussy you are and how scared you are. So I wasn't gonna back down. I didn't want everybody to know, because keep in mind, I still want to be known as the cool kid in school. So I was like, fine. So I was like, okay, cool, so let's go. They tell me to do it. Bro, I never felt so scared in my life. I was looking at two ways. I was like, if I don't do it this time, then they're gonna make fun of me. If I make up a negative excuse, they're gonna know that I'm pussying out. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it this one time and just be over with it. So I'll go up there, I bang on the door as hard as I can, and I literally stand there for like 30 seconds before I start running. I can hear like someone unlocking the door, trying to see who's banging on the door. So I was like, okay. I was like, you know, that's when I started getting into it. I was like, you know, this ain't that bad. This ain't that bad. Keep in mind, the door that I knocked on had a white car. It was like a white Nissan in a driveway. So I was like, okay, so let's do that. So we all like, you know, we're all having fun, laughing, giggling, and all that shit. So when it finally gets down to business, so we're walking to another door. It was like 30 minutes after we start nigga knocking, right? So we're walking to another door, and I swear to God, the same white Nissan pulls up. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but my friends just left me behind. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I was just standing there. I was like, what y'all running for? And he might be asking for directions. But then I realized it was the same white car that I banged on the door from. So I was scared. So I kind of stood still for a minute. And then when I saw a black hoodie and I saw him reach into his pocket, I don't know what was in his hand, but I'm telling you, it was a weapon. And he reached into his kid, and that's when I just started running. And he gets back in his car, and we're hiding. Like, we're good. Like, we're good. He doesn't see us. Okay, what's going on? So we're good, right? He doesn't see us. He drives around a corner, and I swear this dude just like drifts around a corner like some Need for Speed type of shit. Like, he drifts around a corner and just keeps going straight and driving forward. So I was like, oh, bro, that was close. And my dumb friend, bro, I swear, I just, till this day, I blame him for what he did. We would have been good. We would have been good. We would have been okay. But my friend wanted to run out there, and be like, and he was like, screw you, cuz, something like that. He stops the car, turns around, we had to start running again. And we had to run down to this alleyway, and that has to be the scariest thing ever, bro. Like, the same way, like, we hid behind the, I forgot what it was, but it was like we hid behind a box or something, because there was like a left behind box in the alleyway or something, so we hid behind that. White car pulls up, stops, and it looks like he's looking between the alleyway, but he doesn't see us. I'm assuming that he saw us at the time. I'm like, bro, he sees us, we gotta run again. And then my friend was like, shut up. I was like, bro, I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. So he was like, bro, stop being a bitch, shut up. I was like, bro, I'm just run, I'm gonna run. So the car finally pulls off, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, I was like, I am never hanging out with you guys ever again in my life. I didn't say that at the time, but I mean, like, that's how I was feeling. I was like, man, I could have been on the next 48 hours, man. Like, oh my God, this world's crazy nowadays, so you don't know what people can do. I hope you guys enjoyed that story, because I mean, like, whew, some crazy stuff. I got a lot more stories to tell, because I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, like, bruh, it's crazy. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. I said that like multiple times, but I mean, like, I'm gonna go, this is gonna be a breeze, I guess. And yeah, peace.